Welcome to Riffs on Writing with Amy and Caroline. Today we are talking about our own books, specifically Caroline's new book, Your Roots Cast a Shadow, which is coming out from HCI, a Simon & Schuster imprint, the 17th of December. So soon. And you can get it, I believe, right, Caroline, anywhere books are sold.
That's right.
Excellent. Great. All right. So first question for you. What led you to write this book?
So in 2013, my husband and I made a somewhat impromptu move to Poland. And I just started realizing that everywhere we went, we were bumping against family that we didn't know, and we were bumping against sort of family history. I found out after we moved that my family lived on the same street that we had randomly rented an apartment on. And then I would walk down the street and, oh, that's where my mom went to school, and walk down the street a little bit further and, hey, that's where my dad lived in Poland. And I just started realizing that their history was pretty incredible. And so I thought, I really need to write a book about this.
That's amazing. And so I've read it. I love it. It's a blend of memoir and cultural commentary, would you say?
Yeah, fair.
So it's good, but I will say it's an easy read in the sense that it's well written and a fun read. Like Caroline's funny, so it's a good one. All right. Well, so what do you hope your readers will take away from the book when they read it?
So I talk a lot about history and historical events because it does take place in part during the Second World War. Half my family went east when they fled the Nazis, and they survived the war in Uzbekistan. And then my dad's side went to Afghanistan, and that's where they survived the war. And then everybody came back to Poland in 1944. And my grandparents, my mom's family, they were basically ejected from Poland in 1968 for being Jewish. So I'm seeing a lot of similar headlines in different parts of the world for different reasons, but similar headlines, similar sentiments. And I want people to, part of what I want is for people to take notice of that and understand that history does repeat itself and may be different, but it doesn't stop. And new generations don't necessarily learn about what happened in the world well enough to understand that it's possible for it to happen again. And then also, I think that the only way we can really be grounded in this world and really understand who we are is by understanding sort of where we come from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I always find Caroline's stories of her family genealogy and history interesting because that's what I do as genealogist, but hers are very different than mine, than the research I do. So, well, and what are you working on next, Caroline?
Next, I'm working on a book about so my family as well, just from a different angle. And I'm exploring lost memories, forgotten memories. And it's actually about my family's time in Afghanistan, where my grandfather was building a road that joined Kabul to Jalalabad.
Just light topics, casual history, nothing.
I think it's going to be somewhat funny too.
Of course it will be. You're writing it. So, well, again, hold your book up for us, Caroline. Caroline's book is called Your Roots Cast a Shadow. You can find it everywhere. You can pre-order it, which is a really helpful thing to do for authors. So go ahead and do that. And definitely read it and then review it when you've read it. So.
And make sure you review Andy's books too.
Thanks, guys. Happy holidays.
Thank you.